Hello there, welcome to today's Words for Living live lesson. So this is just a quick overview of what it is we are going to be looking at. So two activities. So if yesterday you were looking at the Little Red Hen book, you will find that you have got these activities that are related to it. So the first one here, we've got a nice little tracing activity where you can try and very carefully go over the letters. Okay, try and remember the right place to start and stop with this activity here, and you can see that we are doing a nice bit of sort of tracing over the top like so. And then the other one we've got for you, so this is a little bit of an extra challenge for you, and sort of parents, carers can make sort of judgment whether you think we can kind of push onto this a little bit here, but you can see we have got a word bank. And this is to help us, and it would be help us to see if we can actually put down some basic sentences. Maybe what you could do is they could sort of say to you what it is, either sort of verbally or by pointing to the relevant pictures in trying to construct a sentence. That could be written down, and in the same way, so you sort of scribe down, and then they could actually copy underneath, and that'd be absolutely amazing if we can do that. Now, if yesterday you were looking at the Back to Earth with a Bump book, I want you to think about what is it that I could do? What is it that I could pack in a bag if I was going to go off on this adventure? What would you take into space with you? Okay, so here we could say, I'm going to use the example which is on the sheet for you. So what would you pack? Maybe you could say that I would pack a radio. Okay, so I'd pack a radio so that I could what would you use a radio for? I'm talking about a two-way radio here. So I could talk. Here we go. I'm just going to quickly get my next bit down here. To people on Earth. Okay. And then what do we need at the end of our sentence? It's all right, yeah, we need a full stop so that I could talk to people on Earth. Okay, so, what is it? What would you take with you? What is it that you would, put into this backpack if you knew that you were going on this adventure? Okay, and our last group, so some of you, the others of you, or the remainder of you, were looking at the Jabberwocky. So yesterday, last week, what we did is we looked at the different words that were used in the poem, and you were asked to kind of come up with your own ideas of what you think that word means and come up with other suggestions. Yesterday, you were asked to come up with a character, so your own character. And now today, we're going to be looking at the setting that you might actually use. So there are various pictures here. Now you might, various statements here or questions here for you to try and answer to actually help you to develop your setting. So there's a section here for your picture. What is it that you could show? What is it you could indicate? So in this picture, maybe you want to do the picture first and then you want to answer the questions, or for some of you, it will actually be the right thing for you to answer the questions and then try and do the picture. Don't mind which way round you do this. It's completely up to you, but it'd be really, really good to actually see, what it is you have created. So some of the questions here: where is your setting? What does it feel like? So what's the temperature? Is there any movement? What's the texture of the place? Is it rough? Is it smooth? How does it make you feel? Is it kind of quite scary? Are there, other bits and pieces, can you maybe hear something that is really making you feel scared? What can you see? Can you see your creature that you made and you developed yesterday? Maybe you can't see them. That's what makes it even more scary, the fact that you can't actually see them. What does it smell like? What might you find here? what are some of the other little bits and pieces. So, remember in a Jabberwocky poem, we had the Jabberwocky itself, but we also had other sort of creatures like the tum-tum bird and stuff like that, and other things to be careful of and other things to beware of. Maybe the trees actually come to life. What is it? Think about all of the different things that you could have in your setting. If you really struggle with this, what I'd recommend that you do is maybe go online and sort of see if you can just look up for a picture of a setting, maybe that was used in the original Jabberwocky, and base it on that, or maybe see if you can kind of come up with something that's sort of like a little bit like, ooh, and use that as, to answer your questions on here. Anyway, hope you enjoy these activities today, guys, for your Words for Living, and really look forward to sort of seeing some of this work when it comes back in. Thank you very much. See you later.